Hi guys, it's Louie here, and this is my recently purchased 1978 Lincoln Town Car. It's a beautiful car. It's not in perfect shape, but we're going to try and bring some life back to it. It's in Wedgewood blue with a matching interior, velour seats, a half Landau vinyl top, and yeah, it's a boat for sure. It's a really fun car to drive. Almost everything works on it. We've got the little opera windows with the Lincoln emblem there. The vinyl top is having some pretty serious cracking, as you can see. There's some holes back here. These things are notorious for forming rust. So one of the things I'm going to do this winter is hopefully get this vinyl top off and redone. It's quite a big job. You've got to pull the headliner because Ford and Lincoln in this era decided to mount the trim with bolts under the headliner, which is a shame because this headliner is in perfect shape, but that's what we'll do. A lot of other cars, there's just little clips that you can remove under the trim. It's still a big job, but yeah, this one's a bit more difficult. There's a few things with the car I'm going to try and get tuned up, but overall it's pretty straight. It's in pretty good shape. You can see there's no muffler there. That was rusted out, so it's actually rusted out almost right back to the headers, so we'll probably do quite a bit of exhaust work. This car does have the 460, so that's nice. Yeah, overall, not too much rust. There's a couple spots. This passenger door here seems to maybe be off a different car. The color's not quite right. And yeah, we've got the hubcaps here with the wire, well, I don't know what you call that, wire weld look. And yeah, let's have a look in the boot and look under the hood, and then I'll get this thing fired up. A lot of room back here. I've already done quite a thorough clean. There were some mice living in here when I first got the car, so yeah, I didn't get any before photos, but it was pretty dirty. It was a lot of cleaning, a lot of scrubbing. It was quite smelly too in here. But the car has been garage kept for most of its life, except the last, I believe, year and a half. And it's going back into a garage next week. It's the end of September here. We're in British Columbia, so don't want to leave an old car outside to the elements here. They will rust away, especially on this gravel ground here. It gets quite saturated. It's actually pretty wet back here all winter. So yeah, we'll have a look in the hood, and I'll start her up for you. There is the 460 CID, I believe. You might notice this funny air intake hose. The old one was completely broken and falling apart. So I tried to find one online and I couldn't really find anything. So I went to the hardware store and I just got some of these couplers for PVC plumbing pipe, 3-inch, and they're good quality rubber. So I made a little temporary fix until I can find an OEM part here if I can, or we'll make something a bit better. But yeah, it was a quick fix that would do the job a bit better than what was in there. The tricky part was that we've got an oval on one end and a round part there, so I just picked up some of this dryer vent as well, which is pretty rigid stuff, and it's flexible, so it can be torqued around quite a bit. Be good enough until I find something online. And yeah, this car had one owner, nice guy named Ray and his wife, and they loved this car. They drove it tons. It was a family car. His granddaughter drove it to her wedding, and they just wanted to see it go to a home where it would be loved and fixed up a bit. So I'm gonna try and do that. Let's start her up here. You can see the interior is quite luxurious. We've got power windows, power locks, automatic self-dimming headlights, a Cartier clock which counts 10-second intervals and is perfectly on time still. You got an 8-track AM/FM player with the Outlaws in there. Actually, stopped working on me. Had the car for a couple weeks now and just driven it a few times with my partner to go to coffee dates, and yeah, that stopped working, so I did give it a clean, and it's still not working, so we'll have to add that to the list of things to do. This particular 460 was during the emissions kind of smog era, and they're tuned down. They're only 210 horsepower new. So I'll probably be putting a cam in here, and there she starts right up. Probably putting a cam in and advancing the timing a bit and doing some exhaust work at least. Try to keep everything pretty stock, but I would like to give the engine a bit more pep. Alright. Yeah, she runs pretty well. I was very surprised at how smooth this car handled for a over 19-foot long yacht. It's very well made. It feels very well made. Everything's smooth, everything's straight. It's just a joy to drive, really. Let's see, we'll get those lights turned up. There you can see that's the automatic high beam. Or they were actually just clicked on. You have a little button on the floor there to turn those on. Give her some gas here. Yeah, does run pretty well. We've got 67,000 kilometers on the odometer there, and that is actually 167,000. Not too bad, but it's been very well taken care of, that's for sure. Have a look at these hideaway headlights here. the huge hood. I believe it's the second longest hood ever put on a car. Anyway, that's the Lincoln, and I'm gonna do some work on it this afternoon. It's a nice Sunday. I like to work on the cars on Sunday. We've got a couple more cars back there I keep going for my partner and I, the Mazda 2 and the Jetta TTI, which I'll be doing work on that. Eventually, once the warranty wears off, because it's one of the recalled Volkswagens, I will be getting rid of all the emissions junk that really makes your car so it can't breathe, and it's no good. So I'll tune it, get an exhaust system for it, probably a Rawtech, and a Malone tune. That's what people do with these. They sound great after that, more reliable, better fuel economy, more power, just less to go wrong. The nice thing is these cars have an insane extended warranty. I've got until 205,000 kilometers, where anything goes wrong, it's covered by Volkswagen. The downside to that is the only thing that will go wrong is the emissions crap. So what do? Some people tune them right away. I'm gonna wait because it's my first car with any sort of warranty, and I've already had it fixed once and I really enjoyed that. There is my shed. Kind of funky. It's actually a car tent, and we had a theft on the property one day, and I thought, you know what, I can't have all my tools in a car tent. So my newfie friend had a great idea. He turned his car tent into a lockable shed by buying some Duraclad and just screwing it right to the frame of the car tent, and it makes it super solid. You can walk on the roof now. We had 3 feet of snow on it last winter, and you can lock it up. All your tools go in there. Yeah, great way to do it. A lot cheaper than buying a pre-made shed or something. I think I paid $200 for the car tent, and the fly part of it, the tarp, was actually already worn out, so I left that on there kind of as a vapor barrier, and just self-tapped this Duraclad on. And I went with the white because it gets pretty hot here in the summer, and this shed is kind of right in the sun, and you can go in there in the summer now and it's totally cool. Not a bad place to work. Anyway, back to the Lincoln. Yeah, we love this car. I think I'll end up keeping it for quite a while, driving it. It's a great time going for a little date, driving this thing around. I love this car. Anyway, thanks. Look forward to making some more videos for you guys in the future. All right, take care. Bye.